Welcome to Physiofusion. We're going to show you a demonstration of postnatal classes, typical of the classes, the exercises that we run in classes here at Physiofusion. So I'd like you to introduce you to Lorraine. She's had little Cara 6 months ago, and she's ready to come and do some real exercise in the gym here at Physiofusion. So we all know from having babies, breastfeeding, carrying, holding, bathing, and taking on a bunch of new activities, we create a little bit of stiffness in our necks, in our shoulders. Our lower abdominal tummies are not really as strong as they used to be in the past, so we need to concentrate on working on them, and pelvic floor exercises, and also the glutes, muscles around your hips. So all the exercises will include strengthening of these muscles. Right, Lorraine, so we'll start. First thing I want you to do is put your hands on your tummy. And we're going to start with taking a deep breath in. I want you to let your tummy hang out. As you breathe out, you're going to pull your tummy right in and just feel everything tightening up under your hands. Breathing in, release. Breathing out and pulling in. So important to get the breathing going as well. Breathing in to release. As you breathe out, you're pulling your tummy in. Now start creating awareness of your pelvic floor. So breathing in, release, and as you breathe out and you're going to engage again, tummy in, think about pulling your pelvic floor up, little elevator coming up, about 30% power. Breathing in, I want you to release it all. Next one we hold, deep breath in, breathing out, pelvic floor, and you're pulling in your tummy all the way in. And watch the rest of your posture as well. Think about growing tall through your spine, chin in, shoulders back. We're going to progress that now to tilt. So you're going to breathe in, release, have one hand in front and one hand on the back, and we're going to demonstrate a tilt like that. Breathing in, you can release it. Breathing out. Every time you tilt, you start to gather your pelvic floor, gather the abdominal muscles, and flatten your lower back. Breathing in, release. Breathing out. Good. Good. And on the next one, we're going to add a little TheraBand. This is just a trick to start helping you activate the really lower abdominal muscles. So your movement is that little bit of a stretch on the band, and you do a tilt at the same time. So using the band gives messages through to help the abdominal muscles to engage. So deep breath in, breathing out. As you stretch the band, that's when you engage everything. Hold it and then release. So be careful not to lift your shoulders. Move your shoulder blades back and across your back and release. Deep breath in, breathing out, tilt back, good, and release. 2 more, good, and release. Standing tall, weight equally through both feet, good. And now we're going to make it a little bit harder. We're going to go into a squat. So you're stretching the band, feet hip distance apart, and you're trying to sit on a chair behind you and release. The stretching and release. Every time you go down, remember to engage the tummy muscles. So in the beginning it's hard to keep it in all the time. This time, every time you go down, good, and release. We modify that, we progress into a lunge. So one step forward and you're lunging. And again, the band gets stretched as you go down. So focusing around the leg muscles, the muscles around the pelvis, and also upper strength. Okay, we're going to turn back to the camera now, and we're going to stretch and lift one leg. So the important bit here is to stabilize all around the middle, all around your pelvis. Your balance will be a little bit off after a pregnancy as well. And as you do this, you keep your trunk absolutely steady. Good, and we leave the band for the moment. So we're going onto the mat, onto a half kneeling position. So you're in this position here, 90 degrees there, nice and tall. We'll start with pelvic tilts here. So one hand on the front, one hand on the back. Deep breath in, breathing out, you're tilting, and then releasing. So loosening up muscles around the lower back now. Good, tilting, and release. On the next tilt, hold it, and lean forward a little bit, and you'll feel a stretch on your right leg in this position. So stay tall, stretch your arms out to the side. We're going to do a rotation exercise now, so you would get stiff in the mid-back, twisting around over to the side, pop the hands on the outside of your leg, and with that hand, use pushing slightly against your hand and opening up your chest, getting good rotation for your mid-back. So particularly with activities like breastfeeding, we tend to be in a very flexed position. These are exercises to open up that, and then you can also slide down and reach up to the ceiling with the other hand. Challenges your balance as well. Okay, and back you come. And we'll do the other side as well. Start by tilting the pelvis, leaning forward. See if you can get a stretch in the front of your left hip. Hip flexor might have got tight. Good. Once you're in position and you can get that stretch, you then add your rotation element of it. Good. Reaching back with your back hand, and then when you're okay, you can lean forward and reach up towards your ceiling. Good. And release. We're going to go from this position down onto your hands and knees. So it's important to watch your neck position here, so that you're not dragging your neck forward. Neck is part of the spine, so lift it up, that you're in good alignment. And again, with your lower abdominal muscles, belly button and below, those are the muscles that you want to try and engage. So deep breath in. I want you to just pull the tummy muscles in away from the mat, just get a sensation of what's going on there. Release it all. Breathing out, pull the tummy muscles right in again. Good. And become aware of where you're feeling the muscle. You might feel a little bit of tension or contraction in the front, but it should start spreading out to your side. Last one, breathing in to release it, breathing out, tighten up. Good. Now holding that position, keeping stable around the middle, I want you to try and lift one arm while still maintaining your engagement in the middle. Release down. See if you can lift the other arm. Down. See if you can lift one knee. A little bit down. All the time focusing that you're actually very steady around the middle. Okay, we're going to make that a little bit harder. Lorraine makes that look easy. So we're going to tuck our toes in and come up. Good. Neutral spine, so your tummy's tight. Here you're working your shoulder girdle muscles, tummy muscles, and down you go. So this is the beginning of your plank exercise that lots of people like to jump into. Again, up you go. Good, and see, can you lift an arm now? Good work. And you can see Lorraine is staying steady around the middle, keeping her knees only an inch off the ground. Good, and down you go. And sit back into child's pose and shell stretch just for a sec. Good for your low back. It's also a very relaxing position. Walk your fingers over to the one side of the mat. You're reaching a little bit further with your right hand, so you're getting a stretch in your side. Again, opening up through the rib cage. Big breath in there. And then over to the other side. Big breath in there. Okay, so we want to come back into sitting position. We want to focus again on the lower tummy muscles. This is the most important bit to get back. It's what stabilizes your pelvis and allows you to get back to activities that you would have done before, whether that was running or speed walking or tennis or anything like that. So we're going to start in this position, and I want you to go off your sitting bones, a little bit back, and bring your arms with you. So your feet stay on the floor. Your head comes back as well. If the head's poking forward, it's too easy. So bring your head back and you're leaning forward again. We're just going to set our position up again, breathing out, going back, making sure that you're tightening across your lower abdominal muscles. Right, now hold that position. That looks good. Shoulders are back. And I lift one leg up and down. Other leg up. And keeping very stable around the middle. Lorraine, are you working your middle?
Yes.
Good. Just checking. And now try and add opposite arm. Opposite arm with the leg. Good. much more challenging. This mimics what we do when we walk, opposite arm and leg, and eventually running. So this is what we're preparing for. 2 more. Good. And come back up to your starting position. So we're going to progress it slightly. You're going to go back again, and then you're going to do leg slides. So specifically focusing on the lower tummy muscles. So make sure you're tight around your core. Always make sure you're engaging both sides. You might have a side that is a little more lazy. And progress by moving your arms. Go over the legs, keep going, and then let your arms go. Good. 2. Good work. And all the way up. Right. Now we're going to go onto our side. We're just going to do a last little exercise in side lying, trying to challenge the muscles on the side of our rib cage as well. So go flat, lie flat on your side. You're going to straighten both legs. Okay. So what's important here is that you engage your tummy muscles before you even think about lifting everything. So your top hand is in front of you for balance purposes. Around the tummy, you're going to breathe in and breathe out. You're really going to engage your tummy muscles. And now lift your top leg up, not too high because the bottom leg has to meet it. The bottom leg comes up, try and touch them, and then both go down. So you're breathing out as you lift, tummy first, pelvic floor, top leg up, bottom leg meets, and then both go down together. Top leg up, bottom leg meets, and both go down together. Top leg up. And if Lorraine is to move her hand into her side, this is where she'll feel tummy muscles. Can you feel a tightening in your side there? Yeah. Top leg up, bottom leg meet. Okay, last one of these. And down. Now stay in that position. You're going to move your top leg, tightening in the middle first. Top leg touches a point in front of the mat. It goes up in an arc and then goes and touches at that. And we won't work hard in the process. Good, and up. So with our postnatal classes, your babies are welcome to come along. They don't have to be sleeping. They can be up and about. There's usually a class full of babies, and whatever their needs are, you can meet them. If you need to feed during a class, no problem at all. Good, and you can relax there for a moment. So that's an idea of the exercises we do in our postnatal classes. We progress them. So we start using other equipment, like the big balls up there, more TheraBand, the weighted balls, and we make it harder and harder, the class is more challenging, so that you can ultimately get stronger, release the tension that you may have built up or any stiffness, and we can get you back to doing the activities that you did before. We hope to see you at Physiofusion.